Welcome to Super Easy Physics and Mathematics, SEPAM. The aim of this YouTube channel is to make the learning of physics and mathematics easy and fun for every student.
Subscribe and we will help you to easily upgrade your performance to an A+.
Welcome to SEPAM. Today we are looking at the solution to primary checkpoint science, paper 1, April 2018. This paper has the duration of 45 minutes, and the materials that you need to write this paper: pen, pencil, ruler, and a calculator. This paper has a maximum mark of 50. If you were to write this exam, what do you think you will score? The main objective of reviewing this past question with you is to see how to improve your performance in your checkpoint exam. As we review this question, pay absolute attention, and I bet you are going to learn new stuff. There are new concepts that you are going to learn, and at the end you have a better understanding of your science. So let's get started. Question 1. Wow. So, solid dissolve in water and some do not. So let's look at it. Iron is not soluble in water. Salt is soluble in water. What about sand? Insoluble. What about silver? Insoluble. What about sugar? Soluble. Mass, force, and weight can be measured. So let's get the correct unit. Mass is measured in kilogram or grams. Force is measured in Newton. Weight is measured in Newton. Both force and weight, they are measured. Both of them are. Weight is a type of force. Meter measure distance. All right. Question 3. Complete the sentence about food chain. Food chain starts with producer. Animal that eats plants is a consumer. Animal that eats another animal is a predator. While prey is an animal that is eaten by another animal. Alright, that is a prey. Okay. Drum, sound here, very good. The drum make a higher pitch sound when the skin is tight, stretched, or pulled. So that will pitch depend on the frequency of the vibration of the skin. Then the drum make a louder sound. So this one depend on the amplitude of vibration. So what you need to do is to hit the drum harder, okay, so that the skin can vibrate higher and produce a louder sound. Question 5. Property of some material. So you have magnetic and soluble and insoluble, hard and soft. Okay. Which material can be used to separate this mixture A and B? So let's look at material A and B closely. A and B is hard. B is hard. A is non-magnetic. B is magnetic. Insoluble. So both of them are solid. So what you need to use what? Magnetic process. So magnet will pick. If you bring the magnet close to the mixture of A and B, B will be attracted leaving A behind. So condensation will not go, evaporation will not go, filtration will not go. You have magnetic attraction. All right. Solid. A solid dissolves in water. Which method will you use to separate pure D from the solution? You use evaporation. A mixture contains C and water. C, soft, non-magnetic, insoluble. So what do? Soft, non-magnetic, insoluble. So depending on the way it is, you can go for filtration because it does not dissolve in water. D, a mixture of C, D and water. C, insoluble. D, non-magnetic, insoluble, and then water. So if you have this, insoluble, soluble, so to remove the insoluble part, that is C, you use filtration to remove the insoluble part, and then the soluble part you use evaporation. So you have evaporation and filtration. Question 6. Human organ inside their body. So a cat have similar organ inside their body. Which letter shows the organ that cat uses to breathe? So we talk about the lungs. So let's label, okay, which letter show the organ that pump blood, that is the heart? Okay. Which letter shows the organ that digests the food of the cat? Now we talk about the digestive system. So you have the intestines, and then you have the stomach. D, B is the intestine, while D is the stomach. So question 7. Show an electrical cable. Choose from the following words. What cover the cable? Plastic. The wire is made up of metal. Cable is a good. The cable cover is a good insulator of electricity. Plastics. Question 8. Plastic containers, okay, to make food. Okay, which property must plastic have to make good container for food? Take 3. Conduct electricity? No. Conduct heat? No. Insoluble in water? Yes. Magnetic? No. Melting point above 100? Yes. Not poisonous? Yes. Alright, Joseph is inside the room. The door open into the room. Choose what he's going to do. Pulling. When he opens the door, he uses pulling. When he closes the door, he uses pushing. So the two types of force. Joseph thinks that the door does not open because there is too much friction. What does he do to reduce friction? Add oil to the door. Greasing or lubrication reduces friction. Here use a candle to heat a beaker of water. Here's a diagram. Okay, 30 cm cube of water in a beaker heated. So what is the temperature of the water after 10 minutes? So if you look at this, if this is 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 37. At the start, the temperature was 20 degrees. What is the temperature increase? So 37 take away 20 will give you 70 degrees Celsius. PL continue to heat the beaker. What happened to the water when the temperature reaches 10 degrees Celsius? The water boils, the water turns into steam, the water temperature stays as 100 for a long time and it stays the same temperature. The temperature will not rise above that because the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Pierce sees some liquid wax at the top of the candle. What process has happened to the solid wax? It has melted. Question 11. Joseph is using key. So you have A, B, C, and D. Okay. So let's see numbers of leg. He has 2 legs, that is C. Okay, if you look at this one, D, okay, he has 4 legs. He has 4 legs, body covering with 4, body covered with 4. If the body is covered with 4, that means talk about what? This and this, that is A or D. Then length of tail is long. Okay, that's why we have D. Then the tail is short and it has 4. That is going to be, so here will be A. Then body covering with scale, that is this one here. So that is B. Joseph wants to make a key to identify a spider and an insect. Complete the key using numbers of leg. So if he has 8 legs, so that will be a spider, and if he has 6 legs, that will be an insect. Plants have different parts, so let's label them. We have the flower or petal, then B is the leaves, then C is the root. Question 13. Mike writes note about the earth and the sun. You have left 2 gaps. The earth take dash to beat the sun 1 year. The earth spin on its axis as it orbits the sun. Question 14. Draw a line to match each material to its correct description at room temperature. Gasoline, flammable liquid. Gold, shining solid. Mercury, silver liquid. Oxygen, colorless gas. Question 15. Class 6 investigate light. Okay, they make a hole in the ball and then put a material to block it and say Predict what will happen if the material is transparent. Light will pass through. Get out of the hole, okay? Light will pass through the material. Alright. B. Why do we see light from the flashlight? What do you think is the answer? Light goes into our eye. So because we have organs, part of the eye that is sensitive to light. Question 16. B has little particles from the flower stalk to it. Okay, X. So write down the name of the particle, pollen grains. B. Visit the flower, help with a process in the life cycle, that is pollination. Question 17. Jamelia and Lily are investigating how a seed grows. So he put one seed in a bucket, Lily adds some water, they leave the seed to germinate. They look at the seed every day for 6 days. Seed need water to germinate. Write down one other thing needed to germinate. So you need warm, suitable temperature and oxygen. So those are the things needed for seed to germinate. Here are their results. Describe one way of showing the result. So you can use bar chart, you can use a line graph, you can use picture, drawing, you can use diagram, photo, graph, you can use poster. So if you want to describe this. Now complete the sentence about the result. The first one has been done for you. On day 3, the root is longer than the stem. Day 3, length of root 2.8, stem 0.5. On day 4, what is going to happen? Day 4, so you have the length of the root and that are equal. The root and the stem are the same length. Then day 5, what is going to happen? Day 5, the root is 5.6 and the stem is 5.9. So the stem is longer or bigger than the root. Question 18 has to do with magnetism. Okay, he put the magnet in different position. So X and S close to each other. So what's going to happen? They will repel. So north and north, they will repel. But north will attract south. Okay, in this case, what is the X on the other magnet? So if this magnet is attracted to the south, that means here is north pole and here is S is going to be south pole. So south pole. Some objects are attracted to magnet. Circle the correct objects that are attracted to magnet. So you have iron, you have nickel, you have steel. Priya investigates a reflection of light using a flashlight. She shines the light on a mirror and draws the path of the light. Priya has not completed the diagram. Draw the ray of light coming out of the mirror. So if you have that. So this is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray. Okay, and then the angle of reflection is equal. Angle of reflection is angle of incidence equals to the angle of reflection. Okay, we've come to the end of reviewing paper 1, April 2018. Thank you for reviewing this paper with me. Congratulations. I wish you good luck as you prepare for your checkpoint examination. Keep studying because practice makes perfect.
Subscribe and we will help you to easily upgrade your performance to an A+.
SEPAM is the solution to better grades.
So